Hello students, welcome to Dr. Ashok Mahadi's lectures. Study made easy. So today I'll be showing you branch account sums. In branch accounts, there are two methods in your syllabus. One is data system and second is stock and data system or method. Okay. So in the paper, always read what is asked, which method they want you to solve the sum with. Okay, that is very important because questions may be similar, but the method may be different. Okay, so this sum I'm going to solve by both the methods. Okay, in this lecture. Okay, so let us start. First, I'm solving this sum by using stock and debtors method. Okay, in stock and debtors method, you have to prepare separate accounts for stock and debtors. Clear? One additional account you need to prepare is branch stock adjustment account. Okay, and this account records only profit element. Okay, clear? So once again, I'll just revise. Okay, in branch accounts, you have two methods. One is debtors method and second is stock and debtors method. The question may look similar, so be careful while solving the sum. Look at the question, read it carefully and see which method they have asked you to solve. If it is stock and debtors method, then you need to make at least these four accounts: branch stock account, branch stock adjustment account, branch debtors account, and branch P&L account. Okay. Under stock and debtors method, you need to make these four accounts at least. Okay. If it is a data system, you need to make a branch account. Okay. And apart from this, sometimes you may be asked to prepare a debtor account and cash account. Okay. That I'll do later. First, we'll solve the sum using this method, stock and debtors method. Okay. So let us read the sum. Messrs. Jackal Associates, Mumbai, has a branch at Satara. All the purchases are made by head office. Okay, goods are sent to branch. Goods are sent to branch at invoice price, which is 20% on profit. Profit is 20% on invoice price. Okay, some mistake is there. Okay, invoice price, they said it is 20% above profit, or rather I should say profit is 20% on invoice price. Okay, student, I have written one equation below. Okay, always make this equation. They have told us that profit is 20% on invoice price. Okay, so if invoice price is 100, your profit is 20. Okay, so your cost will be 80. Okay. Whenever they give percentage on invoice price or sale, it is easiest sum. You need not even make this equation. Okay. Whenever they give profit based on invoice price or sale, you need not do any calculation. It will be a very simple sum. Okay. Okay. So I'll read again. Goods are sent to branch and profit of 20% on invoice price. Okay. The branch does not maintain double entry books of accounts. The books are kept at head office. Okay. Branch sell goods for cash as well as on credit. This all is just information. Okay. Don't bother much. Okay. This won't affect your accounts. Okay. All cash received is sent to head office every day. All the expenses of branch are paid by the head office. From the following information supplied to you, prepare branch account in the book of head office by using stock and debtors method. Okay. So whenever they say stock and debtors method, you make these 4 accounts at least. A branch stock account, branch stock adjustment just below it, then branch debtor account and branch P&L account. These 4 minimum accounts are required. I'll tell you what you will record in which account. In debtor account, you will record all the transactions relating to stock. In branch stock account, you will record all the transactions relating to stock. Okay. So you may have opening stock on the debit side and closing stock on the credit side. Okay. This is usual entry by closing stock. Okay. If head office is sending you goods, it will be received, so it will be on the debit side. Okay. It will be to goods sent to branch. Okay. Like that. Okay. If we sell goods, if the branch sell goods, it will be on the credit side because goods are going out. Okay. So it will be by cash sales or by credit sale. That's it. Okay. So once again, I'll revise branch stock account. In branch stock account, you will record all the transactions which relates to your stock. Okay. So you will have opening stock on debit side, just like in trading account, and closing stock on the credit side. Okay. If you receive goods from head office, you are receiving for debited. So stock account will be debited. You will write to goods sent to branch. Clear? If you're selling goods, it will be on the credit side. If you're selling it for cash, it will be by cash sales. If it is on credit, by credit sales. Or you can write even debtors. Instead of credit sales, you can write branch debtors. Okay. That's it for stock. Acha, okay. When you receive stock, I told you record on the debit side. Sometimes you may return the stock. You may return goods to head office. So you will write from the credit side since stock is going out. So buy, but you will use the same account name, goods sent to branch account. Okay. Although we are returning goods, but the account name remains the same, goods sent to branch. Okay. Is this clear? Okay. That's it. Sometimes your customers may return goods to you. That is sales return. So goods are coming in, so it will be on the debit side. Okay. Who is returning? Debtors. So you can write to branch debtors account. I hope this account is clear. Okay. Branch stock account, very simple account. Okay. Whenever you receive stock, it will be on the debit side. Whenever goods are going out, it will be on the credit side by whatsoever reason. Okay. That's it. Now debtor account, we just solved one single entry. You remember where to write the opening balance. Since it's an asset, opening will be on the debit side. Okay. To balance brought down, right? And closing debtors will be on the credit side. By balance carried down. Okay, clear? Okay. Now when goods are sold in stock account, we record on the credit side. So second effect will go on the branch debtors debits. Okay. Okay. So you got the idea what accounts you have to make. Now let us start with the sum. Okay. So basic information they have given in first paragraph. Only information was provided. Okay. So it won't have any effect in accounts. Okay. So we'll start with the table. Stock at branch at invoice price on 1st April 2012, rupees 20,000. So 2012 is opening and 13 is the closing. April 12 is opening date, and you can see at the end in table, closing stock is given on 31st March 13. So they are following financial year, which is April to March. Okay, so this stock is opening stock. So we will write in branch stock account opening stock 20,000. Okay. Now, students, one thing you must note that they have said that this value is at invoice price. So invoice price means uh, figure which includes profit. So we need invoice price only. Okay. So it is better they have provided it as invoice price. Okay. So this account will have values which are at invoice price only. Okay. Clear, students? Very simple. Okay. Don't worry much. This is very simple. One of the simple sum stock and debtors method. Okay. So let us move ahead. So first thing was given was opening stock at invoice price. So opening stock we record on the debit side. To opening stock value is 20,000. Clear? Then they have given us debtors balance. So it will be on the debit side in debtors account 25,000. Clear? That's next. Furniture at branch. Okay. In stock and debtors method, we don't record opening and closing balance of furniture. We only record a depreciation, that also in P&L account. Okay. Okay. So don't record opening balance in this method of furniture. Okay. Next, goods sent to branch at invoice price. So goods are coming in, so it will be on the debit side. Okay. I have already written there to goods sent to branch by head office. Amount is 3,65,000. 3,65,000. Okay. Next, cash sales. Stock is going out. So which side? Credit side. What is the amount? 1,40,000. Okay. We don't have cash account, so we need not use second effect of this. Okay. Next is credit sales. So again, goods are going out. So on the credit side of stock account, okay, we can write by branch debtors or by credit sales. Amount is 2,65,000. 2,65,000. Okay. So in debtors, it will be on the opposite side. You'll write to branch stock account. To branch stock account. Okay. 2,65,000. Very simple account. Very simple posting. Okay. I'll just revise till here. Okay. Once again. Okay. We read the paragraph. In that we were told that branch is receiving goods from head office, which includes 20% profit on invoice price. So on invoice price or on sale price, it is 20% profit. Okay. This will be used at the end. I'll show you how and where to use it. Okay. So even if in question percentage is given, don't be afraid of that. Okay. First, do the posting. Okay. This will be useful only for 4 entries. Okay. That I'll show you how to record that. So even if you see a percentage, don't be afraid. It is nothing. Okay. Okay. So I'll just show you all the posting once again. Stock at branch on 1st April, that is opening stock. So in stock we put opening stock 20,000. Debtors opening balance given. So in debtors account we put to balance brought down 25,000. Okay. Then furniture is given. They may give furniture, machinery, whatever. Okay. Don't record in this method. In stock and debtors method, we keep record of only stock and debtors. We don't keep record of assets. Okay. But depreciation, if it is given, we will record in P&L account as usual. Okay. So at the moment, we are not recording furniture. Okay. Next, goods sent to branch. So goods are coming in for branch. So we'll write to goods sent to branch. How much amount? 3,65,000. So record 3,65,000. And it is also given at invoice price. So we want invoice price only. Next, cash sales. Goods are going out. So on the credit side, you will record by cash sales 1,40,000. Then credit sales. Again, goods are going out. So credit side by credit sale, or you can write by branch debtors 2,65,000. And we have branch debtors account. So second effect will be given in that account. Okay, you will write to branch stock account. How much? 2,65,000. I hope everything is clear till here. Okay. Next, cash received from debtors. Okay. So entries cash to debtors. So in debtors, it will be by cash. Okay. By cash. Or you can write branch cash, fine. Right. Amount 2,45,000. 2,45,000. Okay. We haven't prepared a cash account. We need not prepare that account. Okay. Next, bad debts at branch. This is an expense. So in P&L will record 2 bad debts. How much? 6,000. And in debtors account will give second effect, as I told you, on credit side by bad debts. Okay. 6,000. Done. Next, cash sent to branch for salary, rent, printing, and sundry expenses. These all are expenses. So we'll record them in P&L. Okay. So one by one I will record 2 salaries. Very simple sum, just posting is required, nothing else. Okay. So don't miss out on this sum. The very first thing you will do when you see a branch sum, see the method which they have asked. Okay. If it is stock and debtors method, prepare these 4 accounts. Okay, printing, stationery के पहले rent है. I'll just do rent 15,000 into printing and stationery 6,000. Sundry expense, to sundry expense 18,000. Okay. We haven't prepared cash account, so need not give second effect. Okay. That's it. Next, goods returned by branch to head office. See, when we received goods, we recorded on the debit side, goods coming in. So when we return it, it will be on the credit side. So you can write buy goods sent to branch. How much goods we are returning? Goods returned by branch to HO 5,000. Again, this value is at invoice price. 5,000. Okay. Next, goods returned by debtors. So stock is coming in. On the debit side, we'll write 2 branch debtors. How much? 5,000. And we have debtors account. So on the opposite side, we'll record on the credit side by branch stock. Or just write returns. Okay, that's also fine. $5,000. Okay. Next entry, goods returned by debtors. Just wait. The amount is 2,000, not 5,000. Amount is 2,000. Okay. That 5,000 was stock returned by branch to HO. Okay. Next, stock at branch at invoice price on 31st March 13. So this is closing stock. I told you opening stock was recorded on the debit side, so closing will be on the credit side. How much value? 35,000. 35,000. Clear? Then debtors closing balance is given 27,000. Opening was on debit, so closing will be on the credit 27,000. Okay. Then furniture at branch. This is closing furniture. As I told you, we don't record opening closing of furniture, but the difference is the depreciation. Okay. Look, what was the opening balance? See the third item from top. 45,000 was the opening balance of furniture. And look, what is the closing balance? 36,000. Okay. So what is the difference? 9,000. Okay. So that is depreciation. So recorded in PN. Okay. To depreciation on furniture. Okay. Very simple. Okay. Don't miss this sum. I'll write 45,000 minus 36,000. 9,000. That's it. We didn't took more than 15 minutes, right? Okay. So we have posted all the items which were given. Okay. Now that 20% on invoice price, that thing I'll show you now. It is also very simple, students. Okay. don't bother much. Okay. So whenever you get the sum, even if percentage is given, for the time being, ignore it. Okay. Whatever items are given, first post them as I have shown you. Okay. Now we'll go to that adjustment of percentage. Okay. So if in the sum it is given like 20% on invoice price, 30% on invoice price. Okay. And in the question, all the values are given at invoice price, then it's a cakewalk. Very simple. Okay. How much profit we are making? 20% on invoice price. Okay. Now this is to be this adjustment 20% on invoice price relates only to stock entries. Okay. So stock entries means stock which is received from head office and which is returned to head office. Okay. And opening and closing stock. So this 20% is to be applied on only 4 items. Okay. Now just once again, I'll write it here so it will be clear to you. I'll write it here so that will be more clear to you. See, this 20% profit they said on invoice price is applicable only on 4 items. Which are those 4 items? 1, opening stock. Okay. Second, closing stock. Okay. Then goods sent to branch and returns. Goods returned by branch. Okay. On these 4 items, we have to apply that percentage. Okay. So let us first record the values which are given to us. Opening stock value was 20,000, right? Then closing stock value was 35,000, right? Then goods sent to branch is 3,65,000. And goods return was 5,000. That's it. On this, you apply that 20%. Okay. So profit at the rate of 20% on invoice price. Okay. So just calculate 20% of each of these figures. So 20,000 into 0.20. Okay. So same way I'll do it for remaining 3 items. That's it. Okay. Clear? So we have calculated profit which is included in the adjustment. Clear? Now very simple. Just reverse this much amount in your branch stock adjustment account. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Okay. First is opening stock. Okay, opening stock in stock account was 20,000. And on that, how much is the reserve? 4,000. That is 20% of that. Clear? So record in branch stock adjustment account by opening stock reserve. Okay, how much value? 4,000. That's it. Likewise, 4 entries that you have to pass. Clear? Now closing stock was on credit side. So stock reserve on closing will appear on the debit side. Okay, we'll write to closing stock reserve. Okay, value is 7,000. That's it. Then goods sent to branch. Okay, was on the debit side. So profit will be reversed on the credit side. Okay, we'll write by goods sent to branch. It is called as loading. It is called as loading. Okay, we can write profit also if you want. What is the value? 73,000. Okay, then goods returned were 5,000 on the credit side. So its loading will be reversed on the debit side in branch stock adjustment account. So I write to goods sent to branch loading. What is the amount? 1,000. Okay, so that percentage should not bother you much. Only these 4 entries you have to make using that percentage. Okay. Okay. So first of all, make this working note. Working note. Calculation of loading. Okay. Loading is profit included in the stock. Okay. That's it, nothing else. Now we have to close the account one by one. Just look at the sum. If we have missed any item, just check. So let us start closing it. In case stock account has any balance, so it will be on account of shortage or surplus. Okay, if it tallies, well and good. Okay, if stock has a balancing figure on debit side, it will be shortage. If it is on credit side, it will be surplus. Okay, so let us see if our account tallies or not. Okay, so total is 445. I'll copy the formula here. Okay, so there is a difference. Let me see if we have missed out any item. Stock opening, debtors, furniture, goods into branch, invoice price 365. So we'll record here. Surplus. So difference is 445 minus 58,000. Okay. So on surplus again, we have to. We can directly charge this to P&L account, transfer to P&L account, or we can reverse the profit element. But I suggest you to directly write on the P&L credit side. Normally, the balancing figure will not be this much. Okay, there may be some, because we are using same sum for two methods. This sum is usually given in the format. The given format is for debtors system and not for stock and debtors, but we have used same sum for stock and debtors method. Therefore, this balance may be there. Okay, so I'll write that in P&L directly by branch stock account. Usually, this much difference will not be there. Okay, 58,000. Okay. Then we'll close branch stock adjustment account. Same fashion. $77,000. Here, whatever balance you will get will be your profit. Okay, it will be gross profit. So I'll write here 2 GP. I'll find out the difference. 77,000 minus 8,000. 69,000 is your GP. Okay. As usual, GP will go to P&L directly by GP 69,000. Okay. Now we'll close debtors account. Let us see. Total is 280,000. Let us see the debit side total. Like 90,000. So there is a shortage on the credit side. We can write by RDD. Okay, 10,000. Okay, and will be charged to P&L to RDD. Sometimes we may write it off as bad debt, but bad debt is already given, so we will not repeat the item. So instead, I have used it as RDD. I will close the account and see what is the difference. that will be your net profit. Okay, I'll just insert one more line here. So I'll close the account now. $127. 127. Total of debit side is 76,000. Okay. To net profit. It will be 1,27,000 minus 76,000. That's it. Okay, students. So if you have this sum in your paper, it is not that difficult. Simple posting is required. I hope you understood the sum. So whenever any percentage is given, don't be afraid of that percentage. Keep it pending. Okay, once all the posting is done, you calculate the loading on these 4 items. Which 4 items I told you? Opening stock, closing stock, goods sent to branch, and goods returned by branch. On that, apply that percentage which is given. You will get the loading amount. Okay, and record that in branch stock adjustment account. Okay, on the opposite side, since opening stock is on debit, post opening stock is on the credit. Goods sent to branch is on debit, reverse the loading on the credit. Likewise. Okay, so that's it for this sum. So now what I'll do, I'll solve same sum by using DEBTORS method. Okay, same sum. Actually, this sum was for DEBTORS method, but I use same sum for solving using stock and DEBTORS method. Okay, so let us solve this by using DEBTORS method. In DEBTORS method, if asked, or if some figures are given as missing, then only you need to make those accounts like debtors account, okay, cash account. If nothing is mentioned, only make this branch account. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Okay, so this DEBTORS method is rather more simpler than stock and DEBTORS method. Okay, DEBTORS method, which I'm going to show you now, is more simpler, okay, than the stock and DEBTORS method. Okay, so shall we start, students? Okay, even in this sum, we are given that 20% profit is on invoice price. Okay, so same calculation you have to do in this method as well. Okay, so I'll just copy that working note below. Okay, that will be useful here also. Okay, now I'll explain you how to make this account, branch account. Okay, so in branch account, again, it will have debit and credit side as usual. Okay, to begin with, whatever opening balances are given, we record them on the debit side and closing balances on the credit side. Okay, that is the first thing you will do. Okay, so and in this method, in stock and DEBTORS method, you will record only those transactions which takes place between HO and branch. Okay, this is very important. This part is very important. What I told you, in DEBTORS method, you will record transactions in which head office and branch is involved. Okay, the rest you have to ignore. Okay, I'll show you one by one. We'll proceed now with the sum. The first para gives you information about profit percentage, which is 20% on invoice price. Okay. So let us start with the posting directly, students, and just increase the size of this question. It becomes legible to you. Okay. So we are given some opening balances. So we'll record on the debit side to balance brought down. Okay. Now we'll record all the opening balances which are given to us. Okay. First, stock 20,000. Then debtors 25,000. Furniture. In this method, we'll record all the assets, including furniture, machinery, whatever they give. Okay. Furniture balance 45,000. Okay. So these three opening balances were given. So we recorded them on this side. If closing are given, we'll record on the opposite side at the bottom. Clear? Even this is very simple method, or rather, this is simpler than your stock and debtors method. Okay. So I'll proceed further. Next, goods sent to branch. So this is done by HO. So it is a transaction between head office and branch. So it will be recorded. Okay. So I'll write on the debit side to goods sent to branch. Okay. What is the value? 3,65,000. Clear? Next, cash sales. Can you tell me this transaction is between whom? It is between between branch and its customers. HO is not involved. So we will not record this transaction in branch account. Clear, students? This is very important. Okay. This transaction is between branch and its customers. Okay. So this won't be recorded in branch account. Okay. But still, I'll record this cash sales here as a part of working note. That is cash to be transferred to HO. Now, in the first paragraph, it was told that branch, whenever receives cash, it sends it to head office. So we will keep a track how much cash branch is collecting. So we will pass one entry to transfer it to head office. Okay. So for time being, I'll record as a working note item. Next, credit sales. Again, this is between branch and its customers. So it will not be recorded in this transaction, which takes place between head office and branch only. So cash sales, credit sales will not be recorded. Okay. Next item, cash from debtors. Again, debtors and branches in cash. Why I'm doing this? Because we need to send money to head office. Okay. So how much is the amount? 2,45,000, right? 2,45,000. Okay. So these two amounts figures will be transferred to head office by branch. Clear, students? For cash sales or debtors, we are passing entry for branch transferring cash to head office. Okay, so on the credit side, we'll record by cash sent to HO. Or you can write HO cash. Okay, 3,85,000. Okay, this is important. I hope you understood. Okay, we haven't recorded cash sales or credit sales because it is between branch and its customers. HO is not involved. But when we collected cash by way of cash sales and collection from debtors, we need to send it to head office. For that, we need to pass entry because it is between HO and branch, right? Okay. Next, bad debts at branch. Again, it is between branch and its customers. We need not record this. Okay. Then cash sent to branch. Who sent cash? HO. So this will come. Okay. So to cash for expenses. This is between HO and branch. So I need to write all the items. Salaries 12,000, 15,000 is for rent, then printing and stationery 6,000. These expenses are paid by HO for branch, so it involves both of them. Therefore, this we have to record. Okay. Last item is sundry expenses. Clear, students? I hope this is clear, and you will find this more easier than preparing those 4 accounts. But even that is simple. Okay. If you have patience and if you practice these sums at home at least twice, you'll be able to solve them if they are there in your paper. Okay. Next, it's written by branch to head office. Yes, it is between HO and branch. When goods were received, it was recorded on the debit side. Now, since we are returning, it will be on the credit side. By account will be same, goods sent to branch. Okay. In the bracket, you can mention returns. What is the amount? Goods by debtors. Again, it is between branch and debtors, so it won't come here. Okay, this will not be recorded. Then next is stock at branch. So now closing balances are given. I told you we recorded opening balances on the debit side, so closing will be on the credit side. So by balance carried down. Okay, so we'll record those closing balances one by one. Stock, how much is the amount? 35,000. Then debtors 27,000. And furniture 36,000. That's it. Okay. So students, you will find this sum rather more easy. This method rather more easier than stock and debtors. In stock and debtors, we had to maintain a lot of record. Here, minimal entries are required. We record it. Clear? Now, once again, I'll post all, or I'll show you all the postings once again, just to revise. In this sum, always look which method they have asked. This is very important. Okay. This is very important. You read the sum carefully, see which method they have asked. If they asked debtors method, then only one account is required minimum. Okay. Okay. So let us start posting. In the table, they have given 3 opening balances: stock, debtors, and furniture. Record them on the debit side. Okay. 20, 25, and 45. Clear? Then goods sent to branch. So it is between HO and branch, and goods are coming in. So it will be on the debit side. Goods sent to branch 365. Okay. Then cash sales and credit sales are given. It is between branch and its customers. So this will not be recorded in this account. Okay. Clear? Then bad debts. Again, this is between customers and branch. HO is not involved, so will not be recorded. Okay. Cash collected from debtors. Again, it is between debtors and branch, so will not be recorded. Clear? Then cash sent to branch by HO. So HO and branch are involved. So these are expenses. This is rather cash sent by HO to branch, and it is coming in. So on the debit side, we will record. Okay. To cash. And under that, to record all the expenses which are paid by head office. Clear? Very simple posting. Okay. Don't get confused. Then goods returned by branch to HO. Yes, HO and branch are involved. So this will come. And since we are returning, branch is returning, it will be on the credit side. What you will write? By goods sent to branch and the bracket show returns 5,000. Okay. Next, goods debtors. This is not in given for stock, debtors, and furniture, which you need to record. Okay. So all the postings are okay. Now that 20% loading. Okay. See, I have copied that working note here. Okay. So again, same way effects are to be given. First, calculate the amount of loading. Okay. And now record on the opposite side. Okay. Tell me, where was the opening stock? It was on the debit side. So where will you record opening stock reserve? On the opposite side, by opening stock reserve. Same way on the opposite side. There we transfer it in branch stock adjustment account, but in this method, we have to write in same account on the opposite side. Okay, so opening stock reserve was 4,000. Okay, 4,000. That's it. Okay. Then closing stock. Closing stock is on the credit side, 35,000. So its reserve will appear on the debit side. I'll write to closing stock reserve. How much is the amount? 7,000. Third item was goods sent to plant. It is appearing on the debit side. Okay, 365,000. So profit will be reversed on the opposite side. Okay, we'll write by goods sent to branch. The bracket loading. Next, branch has returned goods 5,000 to HO. So again, we have to reverse the on the opposite side. So I'll do it over here. So get return because you'll get confused otherwise. Goods return loading. Okay. So on 5,000, what was the loading? 1,000. Well, right, 1,000. That's it. We are done with this. Okay. This will take rather lesser time than the earlier sum. Okay. And there is no need to close down four accounts. Here, only one account and even maintained. So 15 marks will be only for this one account. Okay. So let us close this account and find out whether the company has made a profit or loss. So take total loss, credit side, then take side. Okay. So will be your profit. PNL. Okay. 51,000. Clear? I hope you have understood how to solve branch account sums. Account is a very important check. Just underline which method they have asked. Accordingly, you have to make the accounts. Okay, friends. So in branch account, if they ask you to make a debtors account, so I'll show you how to make debtors account. Okay. Just transfer this working note on the opposite side. So in case you how to make, it's not at all difficult. What we did in single entry, the same way you have to make our account. Okay, I'll just show you. Okay. Okay. So I'll change the name here, debtors account. Okay, you know where to record opening balance on the debit side and closing on the credit side, right? Okay, it is 25,000. To write 25,000. Okay. Debtors 27,000 and credit sales. Okay, credit sales was 2,65,000. Okay, so when we sell goods, what is the entry? Debtors account debit to sales. Okay, so if credit sales are not cash sales, so it will be debtors account debit to sales. What was the credit sales amount? 2,65,000. Okay. Then debtors had given money worth 2,40,000 sales cash received from debtors. When we receive cash from debtors, what entry we pass? Cash is coming in, cash account debit, and who is the giver? To debtor. So in debtor it would be by cash. By cash account. Okay. How much money we received? 2,45,000. Very simple. Okay, even if they ask you to prepare branch account and debtors account, make these two accounts. Okay. Then some entries related to this account, like bad debts was given 6,000 bad debts. So it will be on the credit side. In P&L, we record bad debts on the debit. So in debtors, it will be on the credit. By bad debts. Okay, 6,000. Clear? Then what else was there which relate to debtors? Goods written by debtors. So sale was on the debit side, so returns will be on the credit side. By returns. Okay, how much was the amount returned? 2,000 won. Okay, so this way you can post the items, okay, in the data account. Okay, let us close this account. Two lakh 80,000. Yeah, we had made this account in stock and debtors, right? You remember? We shall scroll up. Look here, we had made this same account. Yes. Okay, you can see. Okay, there we had got balancing figure on the credit side, that was RDD. Okay, so same way again we'll get difference here. Okay, here on debit side we have 2,90,000. So we'll write 291 opposite side as well, and that 10,000 will be your RDD. By RDD. Okay, that's it, students. So I have taught you both the methods of branch accounts. First, I showed you stock and debtors method, and this was debtors method. Okay. You practice both the methods. Okay. Okay. Now some students have requested for consignment account. Okay. So I'll let you know, or rather I'll take it at 3:30. It's 1:30 now. So I'll just take a break. So we'll meet again at 3:30 after 2 hours. Okay, for consignment account. Okay. Thank you so much, students. I hope you have subscribed the channel. It is very important. Okay. In that lecture, in the next lecture, I'll discuss the theory questions.